everyone. Welcome to Godly Play. Are you ready? Are you ready to come in and join our circle? If you're ready, come on in. Miss Becky has a great story for you today.
Hi everybody, come on in. If you're ready, take a seat amongst your friends. I have a great story to tell you today. Today's story is about the ark and the tent. Now it's not the same ark that God told Noah to build. This is an ark that holds the 10 commandments, or the 10 best ways to live. So, before we get started, we have a couple of things we have to do, and we do this every Sunday. We light our Christ candle to remind us that this is a sacred space, and that Christ is with us in this space and every minute of every day in your lives. So grab your Christ candles from your art boxes and turn them on and create your own sacred space in your home. Second thing we're going to do is change the circle of the church year calendar, and I'm going to ask Miss Marty to do that for us.
Okay, Miss Becky, look what happens this week. This is our last Sunday in Pentecost. Look, I think something exciting is going to happen next week.
Oh, I know it is. Thanks, Miss Marty.
You're welcome.
All right, so if you all are ready, watch where I go to find this lesson. This lesson happens in the desert. One more story in the desert. So I'm going to go find our desert box and pull our desert box over here. And you all remember, we can't get the whole desert in our classroom, so this is just a piece of the desert. And many important stories happened in the desert. But I need a few more things. Let's see. They're not over by the parables. They're not here by the Holy Family. Advent. Oh, here they are. Right here underneath the ark. This is part of the Old Testament stories. All right. Let's get started. When God gave the people the 10 best ways to live, they loved them so much that they wanted to have them always with them. God told them to build a box called an ark to keep them in and to cover the ark with gold. It had poles on the sides so the people could always carry it with them wherever they went. You can't just walk up to something so precious as the 10 Commandments. You need some way to get ready. They wondered what they could do. Well, God told them to put an altar of incense in front of the ark. They could burn the incense to make a sweet-smelling cloud of smoke. You could walk through the smoke and smell its aroma. That could help you get ready. But that was not enough. God told them to put a table and put 12 pieces of bread on one side and a 7-branched lampstand called a menorah on the other side. Then people could walk between the table with a piece of bread for each of the 12 tribes of Israel on one side and the menorah on the other side. Well, that could also help them get ready, but that was still not enough. Next, they decided to put the walls of a tent around the ark and around the incense altar and the table and the menorah to keep this place set apart, to help get ready to come close to God's presence. Inside the tent, they made a place called the Holy of Holies. Over the roof, they put 4 coverings. One was linen, with purple and red figures of cherubim woven into it. Another one was made with woven goat's hair. The third one was ram's skin dyed red. And finally, the outer one was tanned goat skins. But this was still not enough. Now only the priests could go inside. Next, they put in front of the tent an altar covered with bronze for sacrifices. They also made a huge bowl of bronze that the priests could wash in to get ready for prayer. And they put that in front too. Then outside the whole tent and courtyard, they put a fence made of cloth that could be rolled up and carried with them when they traveled. It marked the whole special area called the tabernacle. This was not all. The priests began to wear special clothes to help them get ready to go inside this special place. When all of the tabernacle was finished, Moses blessed it. Aaron and all of his sons were made the priests, and they took the tent and the ark wherever the people of God traveled. The Levites helped them care for the tabernacle and conduct the worship there. God gave Aaron and his sons these words to bless the people of God. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.
Now, I wonder what part of this story you like the best. And I wonder what you think is the most important part of this story. And I wonder where you are in this story and what part of this story is about you. I also wonder what parts of this story we could take out and still have the whole story. So now it's time for you to go to your art boxes and pull out whatever you want to do to create a piece of art that makes you think about this story. And after that, you can have a feast and thank God for all your family and your friends and end by saying amen. But before we say goodbye today, Miss Marty and I want you to keep your eyes out for a brand new box of art supplies that you can use during Advent, because we're going to be telling you some wonderful stories of Advent and some of our favorite Christmas stories. And we have lots of fun crafts for you all to use during the season of Advent, which starts next week. So we'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine.